Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 7 is here. I'm sorry for the no video. I'm going audio only. My computer took a dive. Motherboard crashed. I ordered a new one on Friday. Just got it yesterday, so I don't have all my tools for my CGI. I got to install fonts and plugins and all that stuff. I hadn't had time, so I'm going to make do what I got. All right, so basically, last week I went 2-2 in my video, 2-1 in my under and over, 4-3 altogether. If you count the leans, I went 6-3. I did pretty good last week. I'm not gonna lie, did pretty good. The game that hurt me the most was the Arizona Cardinals, as I thought they would make a bounce back week and do the over on top of it and scoring some points, and they just did horrid. This week I expect them to bounce back again. They got some wide receivers set up, but I'll explain more of that as I talk. I will also show all my picks, so if you just want to skip to most of the end of the video, don't want to hear me ramble, you go right ahead. Save you from a lot of headache or a lot of time, one of the two. Let's see. This week we have byes. There'll be Buffalo, the Rams, the Vikings, and the Eagles. All of them doing fairly decent. The Rams, we'll see. The pick'em pools. Let's take the Moon's money. Gio, he's still leading it. 501 points. Deja Vu is second. Red Hot Lady 25 is in third. Rostradamus fourth. Bounce Back is in fifth. And me, I'm still in sixth. 363 points. All of us over 500, doing exceptionally well. I thought I was going to do really good in the pool. Morning games, I think I missed one. That was just a Green Bay game. Oh my God, that's another story. And then the afternoon games, I just did horrid. I was like, man, I'm doing great. I'm leading it. I got this, and then I'm gonna take the lead. But then, the afternoon games just didn't agree with me. All right, let's get on with the picks. Like I said, this is just a podcast type of video. My fourth pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got Detroit at Dallas. Detroit is getting 7 points. I think after a bye, they're rested, and after a shutout, that's going to be the most restful thing. They got 2 weeks to prepare against Dallas. Dak Prescott comes back, which is a good thing. I think his predecessor is better than him, but we'll see how he plays. Lions defense ain't all that great. Both the teams are off a loss, but Detroit doesn't have the greatest history in Dallas, more or less. But the last 2 or 3 games, they only lost by 4 points. So I'd like the Dallas to win, but Detroit to cover. Detroit lost by 3 to 4 points in their first 3 losses. Of course, not counting the shutout with New England. So that was a shocker. So again, both these two teams are great against the spread. But like I said, Dak Prescott coming back. I don't know how well he's going to play. So I'm taking Detroit on this with the 7 points. That's just way too many. All right, the third game, I got Atlanta at Cincinnati. Atlanta getting 7 points. I think this also is dropping to 6. It depends on when you're listening to this podcast or video. Atlanta 6-0 ATS. I've been cashing on them every week. I've been just playing those. You just can't beat it. They are also 1-0 versus the AFC. They beat Cleveland in week 4. Historically, Cincinnati leads them 5-2. Throughout NFL history. But both teams are off a win. Atlanta did that surprising win. Cincinnati is just not full force. They're kind of struggling in certain areas. Atlanta's playing with a lot of heart. So again, I love the ATS until Atlanta shows me that they could lose one ATS wise. I might bet against them. But this week again, at my number 3, we got Atlanta +7. Or, you can get them +6 in some books. But I'd shop around for the 7. But, I think closer to the game day, it might even drop down to 5. So, but either way, Atlanta the cover. Number 2, I got the New York Giants at the Jacksonville Jaguars. For whatever reason, Giants are a dog. So this is my third dog. They get 3 points as well. New York Giants are 5-1, won 3 games in a row. They are 2-0 on the road and 2-0 against AFC opponents. So please tell me why these guys are a dog. They're a huge public dog on top of that. So if you don't like betting with the public, and you might want to stay away from this. But me, I can't see anything wrong with this. This might even go to, a pick 'em closer to game day. So Jacksonville is 2-4, and they lost 3 games in a row. Only 1-1 at home, and 0-2 versus the NFC. Like I said, I think the Giants are doing fascinating work. Who would have guessed this? So, yeah, give you the Giants plus field goal. And last but not least, my game of the week. Like I said last week, I thought Green Bay would cover. Green Bay was the first time they ever lost 2 games back-to-back with the coach and Rodgers. But Kansas City, I got Kansas City at San Francisco. We got Kansas City with only 3 points. Kansas City on the road, giving 3 points to San Francisco. This was a 1.5 point spread. San Francisco played just so bad that now it's up to 3. Both teams are off a loss. San Francisco's 2-0 at home. But San Francisco number 1 defense and overall number 2 pass defense. But they're a little bit banged up, so don't be fooled by that. Kansas City is number 4 and the pass offense of all the NFL, and the number 1 scoring offense. So 3 points is just a gift, I think. So it's low total. So give me that Kansas City -3. All right, quick rundown of the rest of the games. New Orleans at Arizona on Thursday night. Arizona only -1. They are getting Robbie Anderson in a trade just this week after Hollywood Brown got a foot injury. DeAndre Hopkins is also off suspension. So, they have a couple of threats there, and hopefully Kyler Murray does a little bit better. Next, we got the Green Bay at Washington. I got Green Bay. Do you see Green Bay losing 3 games? Like, seriously. I know Randall Cobb has an ankle injury, but this LaFleur and Rodgers' first back-to-back loss last week. And there's a 91% ATS, 100% win over last weekend. And it just, wow. Something just not clicking there in Green Bay. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, right? Thanks for the money. Anti-chloroquine, doing me great. Yeah. Green Bay off a loss, and the Redskins off a win. Do up, do down. Carson Wentz also on Washington thumb injury. They did sign from the Giants Jake Fromm to the practice squad, most likely starting Taylor Heineke. Nothing that looks good on the Redskins side, so give me the Green Bay. It's only 5 points. I think I see 5.5. So yeah, give me the 5. Green Bay -5. Next, we got the Cleveland Browns at Baltimore. This is a 7-point spread. Cleveland's 3-game losing streak. Baltimore lost last week against the Giants. So both of them teams lost. Both teams undefeated in the division, though. 1-0. This is a divisional battle. Baltimore is 1-2 at home, and Cleveland has the number 1 rush team. Number 1 rush offense, rather. Baltimore is the number 6. So you can see a lot of rushing on this. Last year, Baltimore did win 16-10 in Baltimore. So this is a 7-point spread. Baltimore did win by 6 points. So yeah, give me Baltimore the win, Cleveland the cover. Next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Carolina Panthers. Man, what a hot mess Carolina is, man. She's self-destruct. That's what they do. They're doing pretty good. And P.J. Walker, I thought he was doing excellent. And then a fight broke out with Robbie Anderson and the Coach Wilkes. They traded him to Arizona. He got sent to the locker room. They traded him right after that. Oh, my God. But Tampa Bay has won the last 3 in Carolina, and last year it was 32-6. I don't see much of a difference in this one. I think they're playing their quarterback, Jacob Eason, coming off the practice squad. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know for sure if that's who they're playing, but man, it's just a hot mess. So yeah, Tampa Bay 100 billion to 0. So 11-point spread. I get it. Tampa Bay's back-to-back road games too. So give me Tampa Bay. I'm not putting any money out. All right. So next we got the Houston Texans at Las Vegas Raiders. Man, 7 point. Houston off a bye. Oh, Raiders off a bye as well. Houston off a win. Vegas off a loss. Do up, do down. In this game, Houston is 2-0-1 ATS on the road. That's the only stat I really liked on this. But I do think the Vegas will win, but I think Houston's going to cover. So there's too many points against Vegas. They're not that great of a team to give 7 points, even to Houston. So give me Houston to cover and Vegas to win. Next, we got the Jets at Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos are a 3-point home favorite. Let's see, 3.5, even 2.5. Mainly 3 points. So Denver 3 points at home. Jets back-to-back road games, but Jets are playing great on the road. They're a 3-game win streak, 3 games on the road winning, and 3 games on the road ATS-wise as well. Looking good. Denver, a 3-game losing streak. They are also 31st in scoring offense. Russell Wilson playing with a bad hamstring. He was saying he's not doing all that great. I thought he had some moments there on a Monday night, and Denver's also on a short week. So in this game, just give me the Jets with the 3 points. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the Chargers. 2 good passing teams, bottom tier defense on both of them. Chargers on a short week, but both of them off a win. This is should be a good game, but Seattle showed me some promise. The Chargers, man, they just can't click it. I don't think so. In this game, I'm not betting on nothing. I think the 7 points is just way too much. I also see a 7.5, but usually 7. So yeah, give me that Seattle Seahawks with the 7 points. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. Titans off a bye. Both teams off a win. Titans are giving 3 points to Indianapolis. Indianapolis, man, I thought they'd do so much better. Both our teams, leading the division 1 and 2. Tennessee's won the last 4 meetings. Both have 3 wins. Titans at home, so give me the Tennessee Titans. I see a 2.5, so I'm calling this Tennessee Titans minus 2.5 under field goal. Give me that. Next, we got the Sunday night football game. Pittsburgh at Miami. Miami 7-point favorite at home. Tua's back. Last week I said, man, give me Skylar Thompson. I'm taking it to cover that spread. I think he was in there a quarter before he got injured, his thumb injury. Then I said, if they bring in Bridgewater, we're gonna lose. And sure enough, man, they brought in Bridgewater, blam, and we lost. I'm like, oh my God. So I called that game to a T. I got juked thinking, Skylar Thompson was gonna stay in the whole game. Anywho, Pittsburgh played exceptionally well. They had their victory game last week. Again, remember last week I told you take Pittsburgh. Take Pittsburgh. No one's as bad as their last game. And if you remember, no one is as good as their last game either. So they played Tampa really exceptionally well at home. But here they're going back on the road. Pittsburgh 1 and 2 ATS on the road. Miami, the only time they won a game in Pittsburgh on the road was in Cincinnati in week 1. So I think, they played their worst game and then they played their best game. Now they're going at least mediocre. 7 points is a lot, but I think Tua, he's going to start. He's going to sling that ball around. Pittsburgh had its day in the sun, so give me the Miami Dolphins minus 7. And last but not least, we got the Monday Night Football, Chicago at New England. Man, this New England plus minus 7. I mean, I have to. Chicago is just so bad. They are on a long week. They did play Thursday night. This is a 7. Oh, it's gone up to 8.5. So 8.5 points with New England. Well, how much do you give them? I'm not betting this game at all. But how do you bet against? You got Chicago, a very bad team, but they got a defense. So, but their offense not clicking. New England's offense is starting to click. New England's only allowed 15 points in the last 2 weeks and scored 67. So you have to go with that. New England, even if they win by 10 points, they'll still cover the spread. So give me New England -7 on Monday night. Like I said, I probably won't bet this because they are just too many points. As far as a teaser goes, I have not hit a teaser all week. I mean all season, I should say. All right, my 3-team teaser, I am taking Green Bay on the money line, Tampa Bay -2.5, and New England on the money line. So that 3-team teaser, like I said, I haven't hit one all season. That's the best I got for you. And like I said, I'm sorry about the video. I expect to get all my tools and my CGI back up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter as well. And I will see you next week. Peace.